liked the opening scene where it shows Max's jar of hearts, that he has to help calm him down whenever he feels stressed. Now I will say that in this scene when Max adjusts his slippers perfectly straight side by side, that I find him to be a perfectionist like me. You know you want to have everything perfectly perfect. I don't have autism. But I will say that I am a bit of perfectionist in the things that I do. So I can see having that same similarity to Max where he wants things done perfectly. So cute that the horse Kwame gets her own bed that was made by her holder Max. I liked how her bed was made out of Lego blocks. I think every Kwame needs to have their own bed. I love the stars and the constellations. So I really liked this scene, in A Fairy Good Night. My favorite constellation is the Big Dipper. Even when Marinette is sleeping she's funny. With the way she sleeps. I found it kind of weird that Marinette kissed the picture of Adrian, that she has beside her bed. This scene where Max is putting strawberry jam on his toast just showed me that Max is a perfectionist and it could be due to his autism. I'm a perfectionist too, but not when it comes to my food. I like how we get to see this side of Max, that we never saw before in previous seasons. Max checks to see if everything is aligned perfectly on his toast. Which I won't lie, sometimes I do that. But not with food. Max even has a bowl that has to be set a perfect way for him to eat. I don't do this. I found this scene funny. Clumsy Marinette like always. Some things never change. I'm just like, girl, how do you not remember to pick up your laundry basket? I liked this small example that Max used to describe his autism to his classmates. When if someone's crying, angry, or laughing, he can't tell that they're doing that. Max's mom joining him in one of his therapy sessions with Dr. Sikwat is good support to help Max. Dr. Sikwat suggests to Max to pick a person who is a kind and understanding family, who he feels comfortable with, to spend the night over. Reminder that it's always good to have your parents' support. Which is a good thing. I liked how Max color coordinated his clothes inside his suitcase. I'm like that too, where I like to color coordinate my clothes. And I also like to make a checklist of all the things that I need to have with me before I go somewhere. I love the little mini projector of technology, to show what was checked off, that Max is taking with him to sleep over at Marinette's house. Next scene shows Max with his mom, dropping him off over at Marinette's house. I like how Marinette was freaking out when Max said that nothing has changed at her place. So she's crossing off all of the things that they arranged in the room that Max will be staying in. That has changed. I liked this sweet scene with Max's mom kissing the heart-shaped and giving it to her son, to remind him that she loves him. Max rubs the heart-shaped cutout that makes him smile at his mom. I didn't like that after Marinette and her parents had everything set up, for the room that Max would stay in was messed up by Marinette. When Max saw this, it made him stress out a bit, as he was rubbing up and down the heart-shaped cutout. The horse Kwame wasn't too happy when she went to see her guardian, about how with her holder Max she was sleeping in a drawer, when once she used to sleep on silk cushions made out of gold. I was like, whoa, she sure likes to live fancy. Alia shows up in Marinette's room saying to her, Marinette, why do we still have to keep our identities a secret? I mean, you told me you're Ladybug. And it hasn't changed anything. Then Luca appears in front of Max lying again. Always lying. The burden is too much to bear. That is so dang true, Luca. 100% true. This is where Marinette sees that it's a nightmare. I gotta say, I like that giant rose nightmare. I wonder whose nightmare that was. Max thinks that his mom is back from space. But she's not. She's just part of the nightmare. I love the moon. I love looking at the moon. I love taking pictures of the moon. So when I saw the moon had turned into a pacifier, I was like, what? I just wanted to add this picture here of CatNoir's cat pose. He looks so sexy here. Like, damn. Next scene shows Cosmobug and Astrocat up in space, on the moon. And they see who has been akumatized, causing all the nightmares back on Earth. It's a little girl with a pacifier. CatNoir thinks that it's the pacifier that has the Ultra Kuma. I will say I liked Astrocat's moves he made when he was fighting against 3 of A Fairy Good Night's guards. Cosmobug then signals Pegasus to trap the little girl back on Earth. so they can capture the Akuma. Little girl is so cute in her nighttime pajamas. I liked how instead of Ladybug giving the lucky charm to the little girl, it was Pegasus. 'Cause he understood her. When I'm near you, in my heart emotions arise. And my stomach fills with butterflies. Now I will say I was confused on who she was writing this love letter to. It was at the end credits that it was revealed who she sent it to. I will say Lila is good at drawing a rose. Max tells Marinette on his overnight stay was at her place. It was intimidating, overwhelming, and rather stressful. I mean, it could be for anybody that you know is staying over at somebody's place. 'Cause it's not the same routine that you're used to doing. So I understand with Max when he said that to Marinette. The end credits scene I really like. Because it shows us who received the love letter that Lila was previously writing. When Max takes it to Dr. Sikwat, she tells him that it's a love letter addressed to him. When Max hears that, his eyes go wide in shock. 'Cause he wasn't expecting to hear that. Max asks who could the letter be from. But unfortunately there is no name to not know who was the sender. So Max is left to wonder who could this person be that wrote him the love letter. Now I will say I really hope Max shows this love letter to Ladybug. I hope it clicks in his head when he reads butterflies that it could be from the holder of the butterfly Miraculous that sent him the letter. Max is pretty smart, so I really hope he figures it out. Because I think the reason why Lila sent that letter to Max is like to give a hint to Marinette, who she's already suspicious and thinks is Ladybug. I enjoyed episode 17. You don't need an action-packed episode for it to be good and enjoyable. I'm rating A Fairy Goodnight episode 17 in season 6 of Miraculous Ladybug a 7.5 review. I hope you all too enjoyed the episode.